Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections presented by Academy for the Soul. I'm your host, Sophie Bidar, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections, together with Christel Hughes, founder of Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts. Graceful Connections is an adventure of exploration, discovery, healing, liberation, growth, and truthful expression, which is facilitated, amplified, magnified, and blessed really with grace. Because all of our gatherings are held in the orb of grace, which is where graceful connections are woven between you and our expert speakers, your graceful guides into creating heaven on earth. So thank you for joining today, and whether you are on the live call or the replay, thank you for bringing your beautiful presence, the contribution of your unique vibration within the orb of grace. And today we're together for live intuitive readings galore with Kari Kiazyk. First, let's begin with creating our sacred space. So I invite you to relax and take a few deep breaths. Breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all of your attention and your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. You can decide to open your heart or open it even more and be ready to receive. And you can decide to open your mind or open it even more and be ready to receive. Remembering your connection to the center, to the heart of the earth, and your connection to the center, to the heart of the universe. So that you are held, both grounded and suspended, you are safe, relaxed, and ready, and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe and placing the orb of grace around our group, our gathering, each and every one of us. That we be held in the orb of grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Now, within our sacred space of the Orb of Grace, I'm delighted to welcome again our brilliant expert, Kari Kiazyk. She's your graceful guide into breaking free from the illusions of your mind that shrink your life and even shrink your being, your expression, your creations. So we want to reclaim our authentic self, who is the one qualified to create heaven on earth. So it is so wonderful to have you with us today again, Kari. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much, Sophie. And that was very well said. Yes, our authentic self is the one to create heaven on earth. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you for being with us to support us with that. So, everyone, I mentioned being with Kari again because we've had a fascinating video meetup with Kari, and if you missed it, you'll want to be sure to catch up. You have the link on your webcast and on your replay page. And really, Kari elaborated about the many prisons that may be holding you in lockdown, those prisons of the mind that lock up your heart. She also shared about the aurora, beautiful, delicious aurora borealis, and her gift of transmutation power that can support us in the liberation from those illusions that we hold about ourselves. And also about the power of awareness to get us started in the journey of liberation. So today is all about gaining this awareness. We're going to dive right there into the exploration of your own illusions. Kari will do intuitive readings for you. So to request your reading and come on the line with Kari, press *2 on your phone or click raise hand on the webcast, or you can place your question in the Q&A box on the web. And the question to ask Kari for your reading is, what's the number one illusion hindering my authentic self? Now, while you do that, raising your hand or putting your question in the Q&A box, before we get started, Kari, are there any highlights that you want to share from our meetup, any key takeaways that you would like to remind everyone about that would set the stage for the intuitive readings today?
Yes, of course. So illusions are these perceptions, these beliefs that misinterpret reality, and they affect our thoughts, our beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and just the importance of how it ripples through our entire energetic system, the mental body, the emotional body, the chakras, and the aura. And it disrupts that natural flow and creates these imbalances. So this is what creates these illusions, right? These prisons. It makes you feel disconnected from yourself, making you feel small and limited and locked in fear. As I talked about being a prisoner of fear. So they impact us in so many ways, and it's just not even realizing. You may not even be realizing how much it is actually impacting you and how much it's influencing your actions, your thoughts, how you behave, your emotional triggers. And even it affects you like physically, psychologically. You can feel it in your body. You might have like digestive issues or back pain or something. It could be impacting you in so many different ways, causing you to react irrationally to different things. Because that's the thing with illusions and our interpretations. Two people can interpret the same event totally differently based on their unique perspectives, their experiences, and beliefs. And, well, with optical illusions, right, they trick us into perceiving that something is different from reality. So two people looking at the same situation, two people even being in a meeting can walk away with, they have different takeaways. They took away something different because it resonated with them differently. And that's because we're all unique. We all come into this world with preconceived ideas and notions that have come, like I said, from our ancestors, come generationally, could have come from, all these different areas. So these all cause these prisons, these limiting beliefs about yourself. And that really affects our perception. So the key thing is to really be aware of what's going on around you, because your inner world is so much a reflection of what's going on in your outer world. So as you said, Sophie, awareness is absolutely key in this whole process here.
It is, and these illusions, they are so. I find that they are so tricky because they really trick us in believing in them, and they may seem totally real, right? So
Yes.
it is a bit not so easy to actually identify them as illusions. So that's why it's so precious to have you today to do those readings and to help everyone identify their own illusion, number one illusion, but also I believe that while hearing readings for others, everyone may be able to pick up, oh, I also have this one. This one resonates for me as well, right? So it's really great to have you to identify all these and do those readings. So for everyone, as we're going to get started now, I want to invite you to, if there's any answer to a reading that's offered to someone else, if it touches you, if it resonates with you, if it triggers you as well, if it gives you shivers or chills or a knowing, then that's for you as well. And maybe make a note, right? And start making a list of all those illusions that, because we may hold so many of them, right? And
Yes.
prisons and illusions, right? Yeah.
Yes. And you could also be in denial too, because there could be resistance. It's like, I know sometimes
Mm.
if someone, even with myself, it's like, no, I don't have that. That doesn't, but it's that denial, right?
Right.
Not
That's
recognizing.
another illusion. I
Yeah.
don't have that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I never do that until
Yeah.
you are
That's
proven,
not
right?
true, but
That's not true. I'm not like that. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one in itself. Denial is an illusion in itself, right? Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, good one. All right. So everyone, we're going to get started, and I want to let you know that there will be a special announcement towards the end of our time together. So make sure to stay all along to make the best of this opportunity we have with Kari. So let's get started with the live callers, then we'll go to the Q&A and we'll go back and forth. First, we're going to go to Port Charlotte in Florida. 2474 are the last digits. I'm unmuting you. Hello.
Hi, it's Maria.
Hi, Maria. Welcome.
Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Kari. I'm wondering if there's an illusion. So my left side has, it's almost like there's, I've been noticing something. So could this be related to an illusion?
Let me just tune in, Maria. Let me just see what's coming up for you. Okay, so what's coming up for you, Maria, is not opening up to receive. There's a resistance there, so let's just see here. It's fear-based. Yeah, there's worry. You're holding on to a lot of worry and fear. Let me just see. Wanting to hold on to the way you've always done something, not being open to change. There's a lot of resistance to change, wanting to stay in your comfort zone, not opening up to new possibilities, staying with what's comfortable, what's familiar. Yeah, Maria, that's what's coming up for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I definitely let that go.
All right. So while we're here to support you with that, Maria, a bit later, Kari will present the special offer that she has created to support everyone with breaking free from those illusions. Right away, I'd like to ask you, Kari, to scan for everyone which option 1 or option 2 is best. So for Maria, which one is most in her highest good?
Maria, option 1 is scanning highest for you. We can really go in there and take a look to see what's going on. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Happy
so
holidays.
that's you too. Thank you, Maria. Stay with us and listen to option 1. That's the one with the private session. All right. Thank you, Maria. Blessings to you. Thank you. Okay. All right, getting started there. Okay, let's go next. Let's go to Catasauqua, Pennsylvania. Every time I have a hard time pronouncing this, but you can recognize yourself. 738-558. Sorry, unmuting you. Hello.
Hello, Sophie. It's Sue. How
Hello.
are you?
Hi,
And we
Sue.
pronounce.
I'm very good. Welcome.
Hi, Kari. Yeah, we pronounce it Catasauqua. It's Indian.
Catasauqua. Okay, thank you. Next time I
Catasauqua.
will know. Welcome,
But
Catasauqua.
you did very
Welcome.
well. I'm very proud of you.
Okay, thank you. I'm practicing with you.
No,
Wonderful.
just love your show. So I guess you're like one of my soul connections. I
Ah,
always
thank
get
you.
best answers from you and your guests.
Thank you so much.
Kari,
Thank you for
okay.
being with us. Yeah, do you want a reading from Kari?
Yes. What is my main? Oh, now I forgot the question.
The illusion, the number one illusion.
Is not letting me be authentic.
Yes. Okay, Sue, let me just tune into you for a moment. Okay, so definitely drawn to your heart. Oh, okay, so there's restriction, there's tight, there's definitely a prison around your heart. So let's just see. So this is fear-based as well, Sue. This fear of opening up and becoming your true self, of expressing, of being you, of being judged by others. What will other people think? Kind of being closed off, keeping to yourself, not truly expressing yourself from your heart. So there's a lot of sadness there too, because it feels like you're not able to open up and be your true self, expressing yourself in the way that you want, watching what you say, being careful about what you say, worried about what other people might think.
You're exactly right. I exactly do that also. I'll watch my words. I'll hold it inside, but I won't for fear of, I think for a lot of times for fear of rejection. Keep my opinion to myself, and then it festers in me.
Yes.
I'm
getting chills too. Like yeah.
I know, so am I.
Yeah, this one, it wants to be, it's time to change this. It's time to set you free. It's time to break free from this illusion, right?
Yeah.
So,
Option
Kari,
one,
option one, okay, private session if you,
Yeah, I still got chills. Like, that one wants to be.
It is ready to go. It wants to go. Your higher self wants to be done with this. I don't know if it wants to go, but your higher self wants it to.
I know. But could this be affecting my eyesight in any way?
There's this veil over your eyes, so not allowing you, it's holding you back. Yeah. Okay. I can see it's cloudy. There's some confusion. There's a veil.
Okay, I was wondering if that was related to the heart.
Yes.
You've answered my question. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you, Sue. Blessings.
Blessings to both of you, and also my heart-filled love.
Thank you.
Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness and your presence. Blessings. Bye-bye. All right. Beautiful. We are going to, when it's ready to go, it's ready to go. Or when your higher self is ready to be done with it. And I think all of these illusions, our higher self is certainly getting impatient. Like, okay, let's be done with these. We've done these long enough already. Okay, let's go to Wisconsin in Mosini with Pat. Unmuting you, Pat. Hello.
Hi, ladies. Yes, this is Pat.
Welcome, Pat.
Thank you. Sophie, I just want to say thank you so much for these webinars. I just started listening to you, and today I am signing up for Michelle's program for tomorrow.
Here we go. So wonderful. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for having joined us. We love having you here.
Thank you. So I would like to ask, what is the number one illusion hindering my authentic self?
Okay, Pat, let me see here. I tune into you. Okay, frustration is coming up. Let me just see here. Frustration and patience. Not being in the present moment. Always thinking about the future, where you want to be, where you have to go, what you have to do. So it doesn't feel like you're grounded in this present moment. You're always reaching outside of yourself, looking for that validation, looking for reaching outside of yourself, Pat. So yeah, it's like there's this fear of being fully present in your heart, opening up. Yeah. So it's fear-based again, reaching forward. And so your heart is not being able to open up and flourish in this state because you're not present in your body. It doesn't feel like you're rooted or grounded. That's what's coming up for you, Pat.
Okay. Yeah, and that makes total sense because I lost my soul dog over 2.5 years ago, and I've been on this roller coaster ever since, and I'm really having a hard time finding my way, and it's just a lot of confusion. So yes, that I can totally see where that's all coming from.
Yes, yes. And so option one, we could really go deep, Pat, and work on that to help you coming back into that space of your heart, to really ground you, to bring clarity, to free yourself from it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, I must add, because I'm picking up on that, I'm feeling that your heart is calling you to come back. There's a calling of your heart. There's a longing of your heart to come back.
Yes.
I hear it. I just can't find my way back.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills. I just want to help you so much, Pat, just to bring you back to that space of your heart so you can see how beautiful you are. And, and you have so much to offer. So much to offer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're in the right place, Pat. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Blessings.
You too.
You're welcome. And awareness is really the first and most critical step in the journey to return to the heart and return to our authentic self. So what you are doing today, Pat, and everyone on the live call, and everyone when you listen on the replay, what you are doing today, raising your awareness on those illusions, it is so you are doing something so significant for yourself. Maybe you don't even measure to what degree it is significant. So I wanted to stress that before we go on. Now let's go to Virginia with Susie. So I'm unmuting you, Susie. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do. This is wonderful.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah.
Kari, I would like to know, what is my number one illusion hindering my authentic self?
Yes, absolutely, Susie. Okay, I'm just tuning into you now. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress and pressure in the chest. That's immediately where I was drawn. So just, it feels like there's a lot of distractions that are taking you away from yourself. No time for yourself. Doing things for everyone else, pleasing everyone else, putting everyone else before your own needs. That's a prison that, like I was talking about being heart-wrenched. I can really feel like your heart is just in this sort of contracted, very much contracted state. There's a lot of tension, stress, tightness there, and your heart is just longing to open and to break free from that. But yeah, that's what's hindering you. Not making time for yourself, not putting yourself first, doing everything for everyone else and not for yourself. That's what I'm feeling.
Okay, so the illusion would be that
you're not important. You don't matter.
I'm not important. Okay.
Like you're not worthy, you're not deserving of your love, of time. Yeah.
Yeah, I resonate with that. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. So which option for Susie? Which is the best?
Susie, well, to really start opening you up, I mean, you would certainly benefit starting with option 2, but we could really go deep into this to help you feel worthy with option 1.
Okay.
So option 1 is scanning higher for you.
Okay. All right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Susie. Stay with us to discover all about option 1. Thank you. Blessings, Susie. Okay. We are going now to, let me see, to Bayern in Germany with Jasmine. I'm unmuting you, Jasmine. Hello. Hello, Jasmine in Germany. We can't hear you. I'll come back. I'll mute you back. I'll come back to you in the next round. Hopefully you could hear us. Know that we'll come back. In the meantime, we're going to go to Delray Beach, Florida with Elfried.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted to be here. What is my number one illusion that holds me back? I have this left eye that doesn't see well also.
Okay. Let me just. So, what's your name?
My name is Elfriede.
Elfriede. Okay. Thank you. So, Elfriede, I'm just tuning into you now. Okay. So I can feel that you're in this contracted state. There's this fear of opening up. Let me just see here. Fear. It's very much fear-based, Elfriede. Like that you could be hurt. There's danger. It's safer to stay where you are. So there's a lot of resistance and fear to opening up and becoming something bigger. So there's these veils around you that are keeping you small and limited, feeling alone and disconnected, not allowing you to become something greater than you are, not allowing you to see your greatness, your magnificence. So yeah, there's this. So it's not allowing you to open up to receive this contracted small state. So this illusion, Elfriede, is that it's not safe to open up. It's not safe.
It's not emotionally safe, right?
Yes. So that's
true.
Yeah. Yes. And so again, that's your left side. So not opening yourself up to receiving, right? So there's this veil, there's this confusion, like this fog around you. And so in the left eye. Yes. I was going to say we can go deeper into the left eye. So there's a lot of fear there. There's a lot of fear not allowing you to see truth, to open up. So there's that veil over the left eye.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate what you do, your work. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Elfriede. Kari, for Elfriede, which option scans the highest?
Option 1 does, so we can really dig deeper and to see what's going on and to lift that veil, to bring clarity, to allow you to start opening up and to,
Okay. Thank you so much. I will do
that.
Thank
you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. Okay. Let's go back to Germany. Let's see if we can have Jasmine on the line. Unmuting you, Jasmine. Hello. Okay, we cannot hear you, but I see that you've posted a request in the Q&A, and anyway, you raised your hand. So would you please, Kari, do a reading for Jasmine in Bayern in Germany?
Yes, Jasmine, okay. Okay, tuning into you now for the number one illusion. Okay, all right, so I'm drawn right to your solar plexus. It feels like there's a knot there. It's very disempowering. So there's a sense that you believe that you're powerless. Oh yeah, it's almost making me sick. I can just feel that. You feel powerless to change anything Yeah, you don't have any power. You don't have any control. Things are happening to you. Life is happening to you. So you're in this prison that's not allowing you to escape. That your power's been taken away from you is what's happening. Other people telling you what to do, controlling your life. So you're not experiencing this freedom and this liberation that your heart is really wanting for you. So this illusion is that you're powerless to change anything. And it's really impacting. I don't know if you're having any digestive issues or anything, but it's very strong in your solar plexus there, Jasmine. So that's what's coming up for you.
Okay. Which option scans highest for Jasmine?
Option 1, to really work to empower you, to free yourself from that prison, because the energy that feels quite strong that's coming in there. So to bring in the auroras to really help with that.
The delicious auroras. Who doesn't want to have a session and spend time hanging out with Kari and the auroras? That's, yeah, so amazing. All right. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Blessings. Okay, let's go to Santa Monica. 8661 are the last digits. Unmuting you now. Hello. Santa Monica, California, 8661. Okay, we cannot hear you. Yes, hello, that's you. Rose, is that your name? Okay, did you hear, Kari, did you hear
I did.
Rose?
I heard.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no,
if
I
you
heard
can do.
something very briefly. I didn't hear the name.
Okay. So if you can, 8661 in Santa Monica, if you can maybe hang up and come back. As you're on the phone, you can't put your request in the Q&A. So hang up and come back so that we can hear you. I'll take another caller at the moment. We'll take the request from Christel. So unmuting you, Christel. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Hi, Sophie and Kari.
Welcome.
Hi. And so I'm here to ask Kari, what is the number one illusion hindering my authentic self?
Okay, Christel. So I'm just tuning into you now. Okay, so I'm being drawn to your heart. There's a lot of sadness in your heart. This grief, loss, feeling alone and abandoned.
Yeah.
It feels like there's also a deep fear of being rejected, this fear of rejection.
Yeah.
So this is keeping you in this contracted state. It's not allowing you to open up. Let me just see here. This fear of being hurt. And it's safer just to keep to yourself, to stay small, to stay limited. Yeah, I'm getting chills here, Christel. Oh my goodness, yes. So your heart really wants to open up, but there's so much fear and sadness that's preventing you from opening up. Do those illusions, do those resonate with you?
Yes. Yes, completely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Which option, Kari, for Christel?
With option 1, Christel, we can really go deep, really start to open you up, because like your heart, it just feels like it's very contracted. Very contracted. It's in this contracted state, and it's ready to start to open up now. So in option 1, it's very deep, and that's what's scanning highest for you now.
Okay.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you
Thank you,
so much.
Christel.
Thank
you. Blessings. All right. Santa Monica, California, 8661. I see that you're back. Let's try.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Welcome.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. This is Rosemary. And
Rosemary,
what is the number?
yes. Welcome.
What is the number one illusion hindering my authentic self?
Okay, Rosemary, let me see here. Okay, so I'm drawn to your heart and your throat. I can just feel something in my throat right now. So let me see here. This fear of failure, fear of getting something wrong, fear of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. So I can feel like there's this congestion sort of between your heart and your throat. It's sort of blocking. It's in your high heart area here. This is where this fear is. So it's like watching your words, watching what you say, afraid to say what you're really thinking, just holding back again. That's what I'm really feeling in the high heart. Like I can feel this congestion just coming in right now. Do you feel like you're not able to voice what you're truly feeling? Do you feel that you're holding back an expression?
In some areas, yeah. In others, no, but in some areas, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So there's this illusion that fear of judgment, fear of what people might think, what they might say. Just being there. And there's sadness. There's a lot of sadness in the heart that you're not opening up to this fullest expression of you. Yeah, this prison. How do you feel about judgment and criticism?
It's really never bothered me. I really don't care what other people. All my life, I've never really cared what other people think of me. To me, the most important person was me, what I think of me, you know.
Okay. I'm picking, there's some resistance though.
Well, could it be some judgment that Rosemary has towards herself?
Yes. So you said you don't care what other people think, but what about how you feel about yourself?
Well, I love myself.
Well, that's wonderful.
That's good. Do you tend to judge yourself, though? Do you tend to judge yourself?
I don't think so, because I always learn from my mistakes. Like if whatever happens, it's like, okay, what can I learn from that? Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I learn and I go forward, and I don't beat up myself or anything about that. I always say good things to myself. I'm not that person who says negative things to themselves. I'm very positive and optimistic.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But it still feels like there is something there, because there's sadness. There's very deep sadness in the back of your heart. So there is something that is being held back.
Can it be from a past life?
Yes. Yes, that's what I was saying. You're not aware that you're holding on to that. But so option 2 scans high for you, Rosemary.
Okay.
And maybe I'm seeing maybe take some time, if you do meditation, take it in your meditation or contemplations, and really take the reading from Kari as an opening, and asking your higher self to show you ways in which, where is this, where, if only traces of this judgment, where is this, and starting to gain awareness of something that's apparently very, very unconscious, right? So really taking this reading and taking it one step further to find how to relate to it, if at the moment you don't relate to it that much.
I think part of it maybe is fear of my own power.
Yes. Yes.
That could be judging your power, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do with it? Yeah.
Yeah. So there is fear of your power. That's why I said there's something that is holding you back from opening up to the fullness of you, to experience, and embrace your true authentic self. That's wonderful, that you're open, you're optimistic and everything, but there's still something that's holding you back from this fullest of you.
Yeah. And on option 2, do you guys go into like with me? I think it's a past life. I mean, would you guys go into that?
Okay, option 1.
Or
option 1
one.
is where I would go into. Yeah, option 1 is where I'm going to go back. I guess we'll talk about option 1 more later, but yes, I'm going to go to the root. I'm going to identify the origin point of that fear to see what's holding you back. So that is in the private session. That is in option 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rosemary. Stay with us to discover all about this option 1, option 2. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you. Blessings. I'm glad we could have you on the line. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yes,
All right.
Right away, Sophie, there was one that was like, no, I don't have that. I don't resonate with that. But there was something. Once you start to peel back the layers and unveil, you can see that there is something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a matter of finding the right perspective, the right entry points to it, right? Because as we said, these illusions, they are tricky, and they try not to get busted. So they are not. So if they don't want to be busted, they're gonna kind of pretend like, no, there's nothing going on there. Yeah, but we know better than that. Okay, very good. Let's go to the Q&A. We have many requests in the Q&A, so that's really wonderful. We'll come back to live callers. If anyone else wants to come on the line with Kari, again, press *2 on the phone or click raise hand on the webcast. And let's go to the Q&A for now. So let's go to France with Odile. For Odile, Kari, what's the number 1 illusion hindering her authentic self?
Okay, thank you, Odile. Let me just tune into you now. Okay, yes, drawn to the heart. There's a lot of fear, a lot of constriction. There's heaviness, tightness. So let me just see here. What is the illusion that's in your heart space? Not believing in yourself. It's doubt, mistrust. So that's what's keeping you in this small, contracted, limited state. Yes. This fear, and again, fear-based, right? Not allowing you to open up, believing that it's unsafe to open. And so there's this veil, there's this cloud of confusion, not allowing you to see, keeping you small in that contracted state. So it's not believing in yourself, not seeing yourself, your true authentic self, not seeing your greatness. So this illusion is keeping you small and limited. Yes. Thank you, Odile.
Thank you, Kari. Can you scan, please? Which option, 1 or 2 for Odile?
Yes. Option 1 is scanning higher to really start.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Option 1 with the private session, Odile, for you to listen to in a moment when we'll go to this. Let's do a few more readings before we go to discover this package and this option 2, option 1. For now, let's go to Lisbon with Fiona. What's the number 1 illusion hindering Fiona's authentic self?
Okay, thank you, Fiona. I'm just tuning into you now. Okay. Again, this is your heart we're being drawn to. Let me see here. So there's a lot of fear in the heart. Feeling alone, abandoned. This fear of not being accepted by others. Maybe feeling that you're different, that you don't fit in. not belonging. So there's this disconnection. You're feeling disconnected with yourself from your heart, not connected in with your body, not grounded in. Yeah. So this illusion is that you don't belong. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Which option for Fiona? Option 1, option 2? Which
Option
scans
1.
highest?
Yes.
Option 1, Fiona. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we need to scan, but obviously this is such an amazing opportunity to do work with you, Kari, in the private session that everyone is going to discover. It is such an amazing private session that you've created that it is really an opportunity, a unique opportunity to dive deep and to bring resolution to all this. So that's why the scan keeps coming back to option 1 for most of our persons.
Yeah.
Now, let's take a few more before we get into discovering the package. Let's go to Milton with Tanvir. What's the number 1 illusion hindering Tanvir's authentic self?
Yes. Okay, Tanvir, I'm just tuning into you now. Okay, so there's a lot of trauma. So this is in a past life. It's created a lot of fear in this life. There's a lot of restriction. There's a lot of fear of moving forward, of opening up, of stepping into your authentic self. Because in this past life, you were tortured, you were even killed. So there's a lot of fear. So in the private session, Tanvir, we would definitely work with your subconscious. Yes. Yeah, getting to the root of that trauma, where it all began, seeing what happened there. That's creating all this fear, this anxiety, and it might even be manifesting as physical pain in your body. But there's pain and trauma, and so it's not. So this illusion that you're trapped, it's like you're in this prison, in this cage, right? Not allowed to escape, to become your true authentic self, to become, the greatness of you, to open up your heart. So there's a lot of contraction around the heart space, this prison. It's trying to keep you safe, but it's keeping you small, and it's not allowing you to open up.
So option 1 for Tanvir.
Yes.
Go to the root of it. All right. Thank you so much, Tanvir. Thank you. Blessings. Let's go to Belgium, in Ghent, in Belgium, with Sophie. What's the number 1 illusion hindering Sophie's authentic self?
Okay, Sophie, I'm tuning into you. It's actually not feeling loved, not feeling lovable, not feeling deserving or worthy of love. This is keeping you in this contracted state. So you believe that you aren't worthy, and it's of love, of receiving. So this is that self-imposed prison. You're keeping yourself small, not opening yourself up to receive opportunities. This prison is keeping everything good that wants to come in for you out at a distance, because you don't believe that you're worthy of receiving. So, yeah, that's a big one. Yes, Sophie. So option 1, we can get to the root of that. What caused you to feel unworthy and not deserving, and what closed you off from receiving love. And it's more than just love. It's receiving opportunities, receiving good things coming into your life, receiving joy, receiving happiness, receiving more light. It's closed you off from all this good that wants to come in for you.
All right, option one for you, and I feel that let's bounce on this and let's discover this mysterious option one, option two, and this amazing session. So we'll come back to more readings, obviously, but Kari, you've created a wonderful offering, Unlock Your Cosmic Essence, and now is the time to discover all about it. So for everyone to follow, you have a button on your webcast page. And if you're on the replay, just scroll down the page. If you're on the phone, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/Kari2, Kari2. Kari, please reveal what you have created for our audience.
Yes. So we're going to start with option one. So this celestial resonance package, it includes a 60-minute private session with me, unlocking the cosmic self. It's an Aurora alchemy experience. And this session is going to take place after the workshops. It's a personalized session that's tailored to your unique needs. You'll complete this intake form identifying areas you'd like to specifically focus on. And I'll also tune into you and identify these 3 areas of discordance. So when I'm talking about discordant energies, that's what I'm saying, like not feeling loved. It's anything that's creating these illusions, these prisons. So I'm going to be tuning in and identifying those 3 areas, tuning into your higher self and see what's coming up for you. And we're also going to look at what you've identified on the intake form. So it's going to be very unique, specific, tailored to you. And we're going to see what's coming through for you in this session. And so when I'm tuning into you, I'm going to check to see how you did in the workshops. And then we're going to start by going even deeper, doing even more clearing, getting to the root of that issue, to the root of the illusion for each of those 3, going back to that origin point where the illusion first originated. And I'm going to be bringing in the beautiful violet flame to start to clear those discordant energies. And of course, Aurora, my celestial guide, is going to be bringing in the energies and the alchemy of the auroras. So this is really going to start to ignite your cosmic awakening, transcending those illusions, shedding the veils of misconception. And I'm so excited about this session because it's so powerful with the auroras. It's such a beautiful, gentle energy, and it's so powerful and effective at clearing these veils and these prisons, these limitations, these fears. So once we're done with this deep clearing, I'm going to be tuning into the sound of brokenness within. So when I use my voice, this toning, it unlocks certain things within you. And so I'll be toning through my voice, tuning into the sound of brokenness, connecting with this frequency. And when I'm doing that, it's releasing these deeply held beliefs, suppressed emotions, these limitations, fears, and prisons. And it's very profound. And then I'm bringing in this ethereal, this cosmic pearlescent sound chalice where it has a very specific tone and frequency. So once we've done all that deep clearing, we've released the sound of brokenness. Now we're bringing in the energy of the Aurora Borealis. So this is the specific recipe. So I'll be, with my special gift, I've got this heart awakening energy I'm bringing in the Aurora Borealis. And so it's this very specific recipe and elixir. So we're going to pierce these veils of illusion, open you up to the greatness that wants to come through. We're going to start to unlock your cosmic essence. And I'm so excited. This session culminates with an Aurora Veil Disillusion Attunement. So this is with that specific sound chalice and the specific tone and frequency of the auroras. So this is where you're going to start to open up to your true essence, unlock your cosmic essence, where you're going to experience the oneness, the wholeness, feeling that connection with something greater and piercing these veils of illusion. So it's a very deep, powerful, transformative session that's brand new. I'm super excited about it. Yes, so option one.
Let me before you go on with the option two, let me interrupt Kari just to mention everyone, if you didn't watch the meetup, you certainly want to go and watch the video meetup with Kari, where she talked into more details about the transmutational power of the aurora borealis, and also presented to us this very special bowl, this chalice, and she toned it for us. We get to experience it. Is so profound. It is so very profound. It is very visually very beautiful. It is like it is wrapped in an aurora borealis itself, and the sound of it is very, very profound. So I just wanted to mention, if you didn't watch the meetup yet, make sure to go and catch up with it. Now with that, what else is in the package, Kari?
Well, actually, you just triggered something within me. So yes, I'm assuming you had watched the meetup, but just in case, yes, you're right. Absolutely. Make sure that you watch that, because you get to see. It's so beautiful, this cosmic pearlescent chalice and the tone that comes through.
We get to hear it even.
Yes. I gave you a little taste of it. But the auroras are like this cosmic reflection, reflecting back to us our greatness. And like I said, it's these particles from the sun. So there's quite a bit of chaos happening with the auroras that create this beautiful, magnificent spectacle right in the sky. And people travel from all over to see the auroras. Like there's this magnetic pull to see them. And of course, there's a lot of chaos in there. So what I'm doing is, when I'm harnessing the energy, I'm bringing down this really powerful energy into the session. And it's almost like, it's a very gentle, transformative energy that sort of wraps around you. And it's almost like rattling these prisons, like starting to unlock and open you up. But because our heart is electromagnetical, and our energy field around us, our energetic structure. So I'm connecting with the auroras and bringing this in. And that's why it is so powerful to really start to open you up. And yeah, it's so beautiful.
Beautiful, powerful, very unique, very totally brand new and exclusive. So yeah, it is really an amazing session. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, option one includes everything in option two. So that we've got the private session, this beautiful, everything that I just went through, but it also includes everything in option two. So option two now is Illuminating Beyond Illusion. It's a workshop trilogy, and it starts with an intention call. So on the orientation call, we're going to outline the flow of the workshops, how they're going to roll out, and how you're going to receive 3 intuitive readings, one for each workshop that you can bring with you to the workshop for clearing. And we're going to get you set up in your very own personal healing orb for the duration of the workshops, getting you on the golden grid of grace, stating your intention. And I'm going to send you a body priming sound bath with the crystal bowls that's really going to start to open you up to receiving these higher vibrational energies. So yes, that's the orientation call, the intuitive readings, the body priming sound bath, and now the workshop trilogy. So there are 3 workshops, and they're going to be 2 weeks apart because it's a very deep clearing. So it's allowing time for integration in between. And like I said, you're going to receive a reading for all 3 workshops, identifying the number 1 illusion for each workshop. Then I'm going to be calling in the violet flame and the energy of the auroras to do this very deep clearing, uprooting these discordant energies that are holding you back, transmuting and transforming them, and bringing in these higher vibrational energies. Because these illusions, these discordant energies are taking up space in your heart, and they're blocking the light from coming in. So once we uproot them, clear them, transmute and transform them, it's allowing you to reclaim the space of your heart, to bring more light in, to allow you to start to open up when we bring in these higher vibrational energies. So the first workshop is Navigating the Maze of Emotional Illusions. So in the first one, we're going very deep into the emotional body, largely focusing on these fear-based illusions. These beliefs are perceptions that are rooted in fear, such as the illusion of impending danger, unworthiness, or fear of the unknown. Because these illusions really create a sense of paralysis, and they hinder this personal growth. And distorted beliefs associated with feeling of guilt or shame, this illusion of being flawed or unworthy of love, because all of these illusions lead to self-sabotage and a diminished sense of self-worth. Anywhere that you might feel like a victim, we're going to be working on that. These illusions where you perceive yourself as powerless and at the mercy of external circumstances, feeling that you don't have any control over what happens to you. We're going to clear these illusions of scarcity and lack and limitation, and this belief that happiness is dependent on something outside of yourself. So these illusions of feeling separate, those kind of illusions we're going to be working on in that first workshop. So they're largely fear-based, and we're going to be working in the emotional body. And now, workshop number 2 is navigating the labyrinth of perception. So in this workshop, we're going very deep into your mental body, really looking at how you deal with or respond to change, clearing resistance to change. Let me see, like holding back, because I noticed in a few readings today, people were holding back. So there's fear around that too. So we're going to be looking at the mental body, what's going on with your mind, what are you telling yourself? These cognitive distortions, black and white thinking, overgeneralizing, catastrophizing, thinking the worst, being outside of yourself. So all of these are distorting your perception of reality. So that's going to be going on in the second workshop. So once we've done all that clearing in the first one on the fear, this one is now moving more into the mental body, clearing all of that. And now in the third one, this is navigating beyond constraints. So in the final workshop of the trilogy, so how it works is once you've started to release the fear, you've learned to embrace change, starting to release that resistance. So now you can begin to open up and start to move beyond the constraints, really allowing yourself to experience freedom. And so we've unraveled the mental and the emotional illusions that are acting as barriers on your journey of opening up. So this workshop is going even further. Anywhere you perceive yourself as being helpless or you having this tunnel vision, this illusion of limitation, this false sense of staying in your comfort zone, where it's more familiar, this fear of failure, anxiety about uncertainty. That's what we're working on in this third workshop. So after the workshop trilogy, well, there's 2 bonuses now. There's a Confidence Booster series bonus with Christel Hughes. So as soon as you sign up, you're going to receive this Confidence Booster series. And it's really going to support you coming into that fullest expression of love, self-love, feeling confident in yourself and feeling worthy. And so it's very powerful. And I feel it's important to start there. So it's helping you to believe that you can do this. You can start to open up your true authentic self. And then we have the Sonic Elixirs of Liberation. So those will be coming out shortly. And they're not guided journeys, they're true sound baths. So I'm going to be using the sounds of the crystal bowls and other sacred sound healing instruments that are going to come together in this sacred space to really support you in opening up even more. And so there's going to be 3 of them. And the first one is Liberation of Fear, because we know that's a really, really big one. And a lot of those heavier, dense emotions are rooted in fear. And then Liberation of Stress and Anxiety. And see, that was coming up in the readings today. So we're going to start to liberate you from that because we don't live in a vacuum. Stuff comes up all the time. So we have to be able to come back to that space of our heart, to really ground ourselves in the present moment. And then liberation of pain and trauma. So these are really going to be very powerful, powerful sound baths that are going to help you on this journey. Yeah, so that is my package, Unlocking.
Yeah. Unlock your cosmic essence. So to wrap up, thank you, Kari. Option 1 is the full package with the private session and everything in option 2. Option 2 is the workshop trilogy with the intention called intuitive readings, the body priming, and the 2 bonuses. So that's really, really a wonderful package, and very generously priced. And it comes with a 2-payment option and even a 3-payment option to make it really possible for everyone who wants to and who is ready to do so, who feels called to step out of these illusions to, well, go ahead and do that. So check all the details on the special offer page, and remember there will be a special announcement towards the end of our time together, so stay with us all along because you will want to know all about this. It's a very, very special thing that Kari has prepared for you in addition to all of that. Yes, to all of this brilliant package. As I said in the meetup, I find that it's a genius package, this Unlock Your Cosmic Essence. So thank you so much, Kari, for creating this and really offering. There's so much exclusivity that you're offering for Graceful Connections exclusively. So I think we all really appreciate that. Thank you, Kari.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm very excited about this offering to work with everyone and help to lift people up and out of, this suffering, this fear, to raise your frequency and vibration. So excited.
Yeah. Whew, yeah. Let's be done with that, right? Yeah. And start showing up as our authentic selves. So absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. So let's go back to more more readings. Yes, we are called. The readings are calling. Yes. So let me go back to the Q&A. We're gonna go to Varna with Joe. So for Joe, what's the number one illusion hindering Joe's authentic self? That's Joe, J-O.
Okay, Joe. Yes. Okay. Just tuning into you now. Okay. So what's coming up for you, Joe, is just feeling that something is missing, that you're not complete. Yeah, and I'm feeling that in the heart. So feeling not good enough, judging yourself. You're judging yourself because you feel like something is missing. You're comparing yourself to others, feeling less than. What else is coming up here, Joe? Let me see. Yeah, just feeling small and limited. So this is a self-imposed prison that you've placed upon yourself because you're under the false illusion that something is missing, that there's a shortcoming somewhere, and there isn't. But you believe that very strongly. So, yeah, that's fear-based, and that's in your heart. So thank you, Joe.
Which option can you scan, please, for Joe, Kari?
Yeah, option 1 is scanning really high to work on, so that you can start to see and open up that nothing is missing.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Blessings. Okay, let's go to Minnesota with Nida. What's the number one illusion hindering Nida's authentic growth?
Yes. Okay. Tuning
authentic
in.
self.
Nida. Yes. Okay, Nida. So I'm just tuning into you. So this is always searching for something more. Let me see here. Always searching, reaching outside of yourself. So what's coming through, Nida, is to really have so much gratitude and appreciation for where you're at and what you're doing, just to start in. Because your heart is definitely starting to open up, but there's some resistance. Because it feels like you believe, interesting, that something's missing. There's something that you're not getting. There's something that's not coming through. So you're getting in your own head. There's this mental block. There's this illusion that you're not complete. So it's this quest looking outside of yourself. And that what's coming through for you, Nida, is to look within, to come back to the space of your heart. Everything that you need to know and feel, I'm getting chills here, is in your heart. So option 1 for you, Nida, is definitely, we are going to go in there, work with your heart, open you up, getting to the root of that belief. So starting to direct your attention inwards instead of having that focus outwards. Coming through. Yeah, I got chills on that.
Ready to go. Your heart is ready for this. Absolutely. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Nida. Nida, you know, everyone, I apologize if I mispronounce your name. You get a French touch today with me, but I'm sure everyone recognized themselves. So thank you, Nida. Blessings. Now we're going to go. Thank you, Kari. We're going to go to Phoenixville in Pennsylvania with Bill. What's the number 1 illusion hindering Bill's authentic self?
Okay, Bill. I'm just tuning into you now. Okay, so there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of stress and pressure in the heart. This pressure to perform, this pressure to prove yourself. So at the root of this, Bill, is feeling insecure, not accepting yourself for truly who you are, feeling that you always have to prove yourself. You have to work hard. You have to put in the extra time, the extra effort. So there's this false illusion that you as you are is not good enough. You're striving to be better, there's nothing wrong with that, but striving for perfection. You need to feel into your heart more, come back into that present moment and just know that you are perfect exactly as you are right now. You don't have to prove anything to anyone else. Your heart knows, your higher self knows how great you are. I'm getting chills here too. This constant need to prove yourself, to this feeling, there's an insecurity that's coming up. We need to get to the root of that, and we can do that in option 1. Getting to the root of feeling insecure, of not appreciating who you are in this now moment.
All right, Bill, you know what to do. Option 1, yeah. Option 1, the private session is really where you go to the root of of not just 1 but 3 illusions. So that's going to be very, very profound, very transformational, very liberating for sure. All right, thank you, Bill. Thank you, blessings. Thank you, Kari. We're going to Ontario, Canada with Barb. What's the number 1 illusion hindering Barb's authentic self?
Okay, thank you. Okay, Barb, I'm just tuning into you now. There's a lot of sadness I'm feeling, Barb, in your heart. A lot of sadness there. Feeling alone, not feeling heard or understood. So the underlying illusion here, Barb, is that you don't matter. You're not important. You don't feel seen or heard, so why bother speaking up anyways? No one sees me. There's a lot of sadness in your heart, Barb. And there's also this fear, too. This fear of opening up. It's familiar being in this small, contracted, limited state. So there's a lot of fear around opening up, being seen, showing yourself, starting to crack that seed open. There's a lot of fear and resistance around there. And so your heart wants to open, to blossom, to bloom, to unfurl into your greatness. But the fear and the resistance and that familiar contracted state is what's hindering you from opening up further, Barb. So that's option 1. We can really go deep, starting to open you up.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kari. Thank you, Barb. Blessings to you. We are going to take the request from Melissa. We don't have a location, but there's only one Melissa on the list. So if you are Melissa, that's for you. So what's the number one illusion hindering Melissa's authentic self?
Okay, Melissa. Okay, so I am being drawn to your heart. It feels like there's a lot of overwhelm. Feels like there's too much coming at you at once. It's almost paralyzing. So many things are coming at you at once. You don't even know where to go, where to start, what to do. So there's confusion. There's this mental fog. There's confusion. And actually, the illusion is not knowing who you are. So all these distractions, everything that's coming at you is preventing you from even coming to know yourself. Who are you? So your heart is wanting you to come back, to the space of your heart, to start to reacquaint yourself, to slow down, to step into this sacred space, spending time with yourself. So that's the message, is to slow down, to breathe, to come into the space of your heart. This false illusion that you have to keep busy, you have to keep busy, you have to work hard, that's how you get ahead, that's what you have to do. This was an ingrained belief from a past life. And so it's keeping you away from your true authentic self, keeping you away from the space of your heart. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kari. Can you scan, please, for which option for Barb?
Yes.
Sorry, for Melissa.
Yes.
Melissa, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes.
Option one, Melissa. That would scan best for you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Blessings. Thank you, Kari. We're going to go to Quebec, in Ile Perrot, in Quebec, with Rachel. What's the number one illusion hindering Rachel's authentic self?
Rachel, okay. Tuning into you now, Rachel. Okay, so the heart, that's where it's taking me. Let me just see here. So there's a heaviness in the heart. The sadness. So feeling insecure and unworthy, not believing in yourself. So I see you in this contracted state. There's fear around opening up. There's fear around being yourself. It seems like you would rather not say anything, sort of be in the background, not be seen, not be heard, just not being around others, keeping to yourself. So it's like this self-imposed prison of isolation. So it's this illusion that you don't measure up, you're less than. You feel less than other people. You look around, compare yourself, judge yourself to others. And so you're keeping yourself small. When that is so false, that's not true at all, but that's the belief that you're holding on to that's blocking your number one authentic self. Well, yeah, that's what's coming up. And like, of course, in option one, I can really start to open you up to get you out of this contracted state so that you can start to see how great you are and the many offerings that you have and that you can bring to the world to help others. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Blessings. Thank you. Yeah. Whew. All right. Let's go to New Orleans with Vladana. What's the number one illusion hindering Vladana's authentic self?
Okay, Vladana. I'm just tuning into you. So there's this veil of confusion around you. This confusion, not allowing you to see truth, keeping you in this small, limited state. So it feels, you feel powerless to change anything. So it's just this illusion where you have to leave things as they are. You have no control over what you do, what comes into your life. So there's this huge sense of feeling disempowered. You want to move forward, want to move ahead, but there's so much confusion. It's not allowing you to see. Not allowing you to see what you need to do to move forward. So it's this distraction keeping you away from your authentic self. So this illusion, I can't change anything. I have to accept things the way they are. So option 1 is definitely going to help to re-empower you. Once we get to the root of what's going on, what disempowered you, what's creating this veil of confusion, this fog of uncertainty around you, it'll really start to open you up so that you can move forward on your path.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Vladana. Blessings. Thank you, Kari. Okay, we have a live caller, so let's go back to the live calls. We're going to London with Manisha. Unmuting you, Manisha. Hello.
Yes, hello. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Kari.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call. I'd love to know what the number one illusion that's hindering my authentic self, please. Thank you.
Yes, Manisha. Okay, let me just tune into you. Okay, so there's heaviness in your heart. That's where I was drawn immediately. So let me just see here. Yeah, there's a heavy, dense energy in your heart. Let me just get to the root. Let's see what's going on here. It feels like you put a lot of stress and pressure on yourself. Trying to please others, putting everyone else before you. So it feels like there's this emptiness. There's no time for yourself. So what's the illusion is that everyone else is more important than you are. So that sadness, that heavy, dense energy, because your heart is so beautiful and your heart wants to open and expand and grow and blossom, but yes, you don't believe that you matter. So there's a lot of sadness in there that needs to be released. So there's this fear. If you start to put yourself before other people, what will they think of you? There's a fear around this judgment. How does that feel, Manisha?
Absolutely. Actually, I resonated with everything you said to one of the previous callers as well, Barb, and I thought, oh, this sounds just like me. Same thing.
Yes.
I do feel a lot of heaviness in my heart, and I don't want to be seen.
Yes. 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 So option 1 would really help to start opening you up, Manisha. I'm so excited to see what the auroras can do just to bring in this opening, to really help you to see how beautiful you are and how much you have to offer.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kari.
Yeah.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Merci, Manisha. Thank you. Blessings. Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, wow. It's a handful. I was shown when Manisha said the reading for Barb resonated as well. I was shown like when you play cards and you have a handful of cards, right? And we may have a handful of illusions and have be holding quite a number of cards in our hands. So that's why working with the private session, going into the three main ones, but then also with the workshop, being able to take care of many more, and through these readings, being able to identify a good number of them, right? Make your list, write down every illusion that you find resonates, that you hear from another reading. If if it resonates, that's for you, and it's time to, it comes to your awareness because it's time to set yourself free from this and that illusion and all those prisons. So thank you, Manisha. Bringing this visual of the handful of cards. Time to drop all the cards on the table.
And see, if I start to open you up, that's when, like you said, the awareness. Then the awareness starts to come. It's like, oh, there's another illusion. There's another one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go. We have another live caller from South San Francisco, California. Kathy, unmuting you. Hello.
Hi, Sophie. Thank you. Hi, Kari.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. I'd be interested to see what the number one illusion is hindering my authentic self.
Yes. Okay, Kathy. Okay, I'm just tuning into you. I'm feeling a lot of nervous energy, sort of between the heart and the solar plexus. Let me just feel into this. So it feels like there's this anxiousness, this anxiety. Let's see what's going on here. So that it's touching on the solar plexus. So there's a little bit where it feels like you don't feel like you have control. There's a little bit of this empowering energy coming in. Like there's certain things in your life that are knocking you off, throwing you off course, and it's sort of, it feels like it's taking power away from you, and so you're having to like course correct and re-navigate and sort of regain your balance. So it feels like it's just a very sort of unsettling energy, and there's a little bit of fear and resistance around that. So there's this illusion that you're being impacted by these different forces that are coming in, and it's taking control away from you. Does that sort of, Kathy?
Yeah, I'm everything. Things are coming to me as you're speaking. I'm trying to cover everything while you're talking, and I'm trying to say, okay, I think this and I think that.
Yes. So So it just feels like things are sort of throwing you off balance. It's an illusion that power is being taken away from you because it isn't, but that's what it feels like. There's a lot of anxious, unsettled energy there that needs to be really grounded. So coming back into the space of your heart, so that we can open you up, because it causes you to contract when these things that you don't see coming happen. There's a contraction, like a withdrawing, and so instead of opening up, it's closing you off a little bit more.
Yeah, I get that.
So which option for Kathy, Kari?
I want to help everyone get deep into this. So yes, option one, to really.
Yes. And I think that your special bowl, the chalice, it really wants to work with, really wants to be like he's stepping up, stepping forward, and let's get to this. Let's get to
on
the
your words, and right here with me, the energy just wants to come through and help. Lift out of
all
these.
right.
Okay.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you. Okay. All right. How are you doing, Kari? Are you good to keep going?
I am. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you are rolling the readings. Thank you. We really appreciate your dedication, your commitment, your generosity. So let's go back to the Q&A. We're going to go We're going to go to Australia with Katrina. So Katrina writes that she's having a hard time connecting with herself, disconnection, wounded self. So what's the number one illusion hindering Katrina's authentic self?
Okay, thank you. Okay, Katrina, right away I'm feeling this this heaviness, this dense energy, and it's interesting. Again, it's sort of in the solar plexus, the very low heart solar plexus. It's kind of in that area. Yeah, so I don't know if you're experiencing any pain in that region, any pain in your body, Katrina, but let me just see here. This illusion that there's something wrong. So it feels like you're believing that there's something wrong, there's something missing. Let me see here. So it's fear-based. There's a lot of fear in there. You're not in your heart. You're not grounded. You're not rooted. So you're always, it's like you're forward. You're worrying about what's going to happen in the future. What's going to happen tomorrow? There's a lot of worry. You're putting all this unnecessary worry and stress on yourself, worrying about things. Stress is so damaging to our body. It's so damaging. So it feels like you're putting all of this stress and pressure on yourself, thinking that there's something wrong with you, that there's something missing, so there's a lot of fear. So Katrina, option 1, we can definitely work on this. So I need to bring you back into that space of your heart. There's a lot of self-imposed prisons around your heart, and your solar plexus is making you feel disempowered. You have no control over anything. Things are happening to you. Yeah, Katrina, I can feel like the auroras are right here, and they want to come in and help you with this. It's, to liberate you from this belief that there's something wrong, because there isn't. Sophie, that's what I'm really feeling here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm hearing it's time, Katrina, it's time for liberation. So I hope you take this opportunity with Kari and with this option 1 and with the Aurora Borealis. What I love with the Auroras is that they are so very powerful, but yet in a very gentle way, because they operate by vibration, right? So it's not like we have to take the hammer and go like bang bang. It is something very gentle and at the same time very, very powerful. So that's why it's so totally unique and totally amazing.
I think it's just going to love the energy of the auroras. Like I said, this is so gentle. It feels like just this warm, comforting, soothing, reassuring blanket wrapped around you.
And not only is it soothing, calming, warm, comforting, right? Plus beautiful, but it brings this extremely powerful transmutation as well. So it is such an amazing phenomenon, and I really love that you bring their power, and that they are really stepping up to help everybody with those illusions. So, all right, that's for you, Katrina. For you as well, Katrina. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to France with Geneviève. What's the number one illusion hindering Genevieve's authentic self?
Okay, Geneviève, let me see. Tuning into you now. Okay, so I am being definitely drawn to your heart. There's a lot of fear in your heart. This anxiousness, it feels like you're just waiting for something to happen. So it feels this is illusion. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for something to happen. So waiting to confirm your beliefs about fear. It feels Yeah, because this is a very heavy, dense energy, and you're attracting more of what you don't want into your life. So it's like waiting in anticipation for something bad to happen. So there's this belief. Yeah. So you're blocking out anything good that wants to come in for you, and yeah, I can just feel this anxiety, this anticipation, like, because you truly believe that there's something bad that's going to happen, and that's not the case. So we have to get you out of that belief, that illusion. Like, we have to bust that illusion and start to open you up. Whew, so Genevieve, option one, definitely. I just want to get you out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's keeping you small and contracted, and it's this is very powerful, this anxiety, this turmoil, this inner turmoil that's keeping you a prisoner.
All right. Thank you, Genevieve. Thank you. Blessings. All right. Before I take the next, I want to share. Vladana wrote, yes, 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 and thank you. So I guess your reading was totally right on spot, Kari, for Vladana. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Vladana. It's always beautiful to get feedback and confirmation. Yeah. Thank you, Kari. Okay. We have Linda. We're going to have two Lindas. Then they are just here side by side on my list. So let's start with Linda in Maple Valley. What's the number one illusion hindering Linda's authentic self? Linda in Maple Valley.
Okay, Linda. Okay, I'm tuning into you now, Linda. Okay, so yes, I am being drawn right in the center of the heart here. Let me just see. Okay, so there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear and turmoil. It feels like there's a distress in your heart. Oh, so it's this heaviness here. Linda, what's going on? Let me just see here. This fear of being hurt, this belief that you have, so this false illusion that if you open up, you're going to make yourself vulnerable and that's open to getting hurt. So you've been hurt and betrayed in a past life, and so this is where this is rooted. So there's this great fear around opening up, being vulnerable. Yeah, and so that's the fear-based illusion that's right in the center of your heart. So it's trying to keep you safe from being hurt. You don't want to go through that again, but it's keeping you small. It's not allowing you to open up. It's holding you back. Yeah, it's not allowing you to feel the fullness of yourself, to feel love, to experience love. It's just keeping you in this closed, contracted state. So Linda, that's what I'm feeling is coming up for you. And of course, option one, like, we can get to the root of that hurt, that betrayal, that pain that's keeping you small in this life.
All right, Linda, thank you. Linda in Maple Valley, thank you and blessings. Now, Linda in Hobart. What's the number one illusion hindering Linda, Hobart Linda, her authentic self?
Yes, okay. Okay, Linda. Okay. So I am being drawn to your solar plexus. Yeah, so it feels like there's a prison around you that is really keeping you small. Feeling like you don't have any control. You're in this disempowered state. So let's just see if we can get to the root of this. So in a past life, you were opening up. You were open. You were on your spiritual path. And then you were tortured. You were made fun of. You were ridiculed. So this is this prison in that state, when you're in that cage, when you're in that prison, you feel you have no control, no power. So your power was taken away from you. So you have the illusion that it's not safe to awaken your gifts, to move forward on your spiritual path, to speak your truth. And so you keep this confinement around your solar plexus where your power was taken away from you. So on option 1, we can really open you, free yourself, unlock yourself, break free from that prison of confinement, and knowing that it is safe to open up, coming back to that space of your heart, allowing you to open and awaken to yourself so that you can move forward in your greatness, awakening your gifts, helping others. But yeah, this prison is keeping you contracted, disempowered, and small.
All right. Linda in Hobart, thank you. Blessings. We actually have a third Linda, so let's do a Linda trilogy. Linda trilogy. So now this is for Linda in China Spring. What's the number one illusion hindering Linda in China Spring, her authentic self?
Okay, Linda, just let me tune in here. Okay, there's confusion. So let me see here. I feel like you believe that you don't have a purpose. There's confusion keeping you, let me just see, keeping you small. So it feels like you've lost your joy, your passion. I just want to see what's going on here. Yeah, so in your heart, there's sadness. There's so much sadness. Just going through the motions, not finding the joy and the passion in life anymore. So this self-imposed prison is just keeping you small. What is at the root of this, Linda? Let me just see here. So this is past life related. You were in your joy. You were in your passion. So in that lifetime, in that family, it was frowned upon. You had to be obedient. You had to do what you were told. You had to. So being strict, responsible, doing the right thing, that's what's at the root of this. That's what's keeping you small and confined. And so you're not doing what makes you happy. You're doing what you feel you have to do, what you believe you have to do. So this false illusion that you can't open up to joy, you can't be happy, you can't return to that space. So that's what's, I'm getting chills there. That's what's going on, Linda. We just have to find and rediscover that passion within you, knowing that it is safe and it's okay. It's okay. So option 1, we're just going to clear that false illusion that it's not safe to be yourself, to have fun, to be happy. Yeah, that's what's going on there.
All right, Linda. In China Spring, that's for you. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Kari. Let's go to Dolega, Panama with Jennifer. What's the number one illusion hindering Jennifer's authentic self?
Okay, Jennifer. Okay, so your solar plexus, that's where I'm being drawn to. So I feel like there's a tightness, there's a restriction there, there's a heaviness. So okay, Jennifer. So limitation, that there's only so much to go around. Scarcity, keeping you in lack, limiting you. So it's fear, there's fear there. There's a lot of fear in that solar plexus. So I don't know if you're experiencing any digestive issues, something going on with your stomach, but the discordant energies are really gripping in that area, holding you back, not allowing you to move forward for fear of becoming your authentic self. There's fear of moving forward, fear of opening up. So it's not in your heart, but it's in your solar plexus, and this is sort of, it's this contracted state in your solar plexus that's keeping you small, this disempowering. It's really holding you back, not allowing you to open up and move forward, Jennifer. Yeah, keeping you small, believing that you have to be in lack and limitation, that there's only so much going around. So you're closing yourself off from all the abundance, and like there's so much that wants to come in for you, but you're closing yourself off, not allowing yourself to receive anything good coming into your life. It's not allowing you to open up to receive, this abundance, this love, anything good coming into your life. You really close yourself off. So in option 1, this is and start to break down that prison, knowing that you are worthy. It is safe to open up, empowering you. That's the big one. You need to feel empowered and safe in who you are. I got chills saying that.
Yeah, it's time, Jennifer. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Kari. Let's squeeze in one more for Margaret in Charlottesville. What's the number one illusion hindering Margaret's authentic self?
Okay, Margaret, let me just tune into you. Okay, so that's the high heart. That's the high heart area. So let me just see. So it feels like there's a restriction there. There's tightness. There's a heavy energy there that's sort of blocking off your heart from opening up. So it's around expression. It's not allowing your heart to express. Let me just see here. It's fear-based, feeling insecure, not believing in yourself, believing that you aren't good enough, that there's something missing. So you're holding back. There's this holding back, not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be heard. So we need to bring you back fully into that more expansive state in your heart, allowing your heart to open up. And then I feel when we open that up, that's going to clear up that restriction, that blockage that will allow you to want to be seen, to be heard. Because your heart is so beautiful, and it's right there. It's ready to open up and express itself. But there's this holding back. There's this fear. What's going to happen when I open up? There's a lot of fear that's trying to keep you safe. So we need to dissolve and crumble that prison that's around you to clear that illusion. Yes, Margaret. Thank you.
Do I need even to ask which option for Margaret?
No. I just want to get in there and start working with your heart so we can. Yes.
So ready. Option 1 for you, Margaret. As for pretty much everyone, I believe. Thank you, Margaret. Blessings. All right, it's time to wrap up, get to our special announcement, inviting you. Thank you, Kari, for all these readings. You've been so generous, and so, I love that that has been brought forth, and you have given the opportunity to identify such a variety of illusions that in our handful of cards, everyone listening, if you take notes, right, you have your list, you're ready to get started working on it. And once again, as we said, awareness is really the first but the most crucial step, and you offered so much awareness. Thank you so much, Kari. And so everyone, gracefulconnections.com/Kari2, or click the button for Unlock Your Cosmic Essence. If you're on the webcast, you have a button. If you're on the replay, just scroll down and find out all about this amazing package, option 1, with the private session, Unlocking the Cosmic Self, the Aurora Alchemy Experience. That's what wants to be offered for everyone. The Auroras are stepping up. The amazing Chalice Ball. All of this, it's really obvious through all the readings and all that has come through how this private session, this whole package, the support of the auroras, the dedication of the auroras, and your special chalice sound healing instrument, Kari, it's all been created and inspired because it is so needed. It is so time for everyone to find liberation finally at last. So full package option 1 with the private session, option 2 everything without the private session. That's the workshop trilogy with the intention call, intuitive readings, and body priming sound bath, and 2 bonuses. And what's wonderful is that there is a 2 payment plan, payment option, and a 3 payment option. So it makes it so much easier to access the full package and to treat yourself with option 1. And everyone, if there has been so many readings, but even if you didn't get your own reading, I'm sure that by now you get a sense of at least some of your illusions, and certainly how Kari can masterfully support you with the liberation of your authentic self and your true expression. So now is time for the grace of abundance to flow into our gathering. So I mentioned the special announcement. Here it is. Kari is offering a fast action bonus for Unlock Your Cosmic Essence. So either option 1 or option 2. And of course, everyone who will pick option 1, hopefully, purchased by midnight Pacific time on Sunday, November 26th. So this Sunday evening. Kari, tell us all about this beautiful, amazing fast action bonus that you're offering on top of everything.
Yes. So thank you, Sophie. When I was feeling into this, I was thinking, what can I bring through? What can I really bring through that's going to help people, lift them out of this dense, heavy energies? And so what came to me was these radiant heart awakenings. So I'm so excited about this. For 21 days, it's going to be a distant healing. And I'm going to be sending you beautiful heart awakening energy. We're going to bring in the energies of the Aurora Borealis. It's like these daily doses of inner illumination and this blissful harmony. So I'm going to be sitting in front of my bowls, first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific, every day for 21 days. And I am going to be getting everyone in their own different healing orbs, and I'm going to be sending this beautiful energy through to start your day off on the right note. And this is really going to help to facilitate your inner awakening, to facilitate this opening and awakening of your heart. I'm going to start to remove these heavy, dense energies and nourishing you with a sense of inner peace and tranquility and love. Basically, it's going to be creating this safe, sacred space for your heart to really unfold and radiate its luminous essence. And I want to get started right away. So on Monday, we're going to be starting this. And yes, so it's really, really going to help with the fading of illusions, dissolving misconceptions, and these self-imposed prisons and navigating this emotional turbulence, any inner turmoil and distress, which we saw in some of the calls today, and dismantling these disempowering beliefs. So I'm going to be utilizing sound, bringing in the auroras, bringing in this heart awakening energy, helping to start to support your liberation from fear, start to alleviate stress and anxiety and any inner conflict, turmoil, or doubt that you're holding within yourself, really starting to empower you and cultivate that inner strength and resilience. So very, very excited about this, and I just can't wait to get going on it.
Yeah, it is really an amazing bonus. Thank you so much, Kari. I have one, let's say, practical question. So you said you're going to do it at 8 a.m. Pacific every morning. Some of us are in different time zones, so how do we do this? Do we have to be how do we do this? How do we receive this if we're not on the same time zone?
Yes, you don't have to do anything. It's going to meet you wherever you are. If you're sleeping, you don't have to do anything at all. If you're able to tune in at that time, then that's fine, but you don't have to do anything special. If these daily boosts are just going to come in and serve you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Whenever we are, wherever and whenever we are, we're going to receive it in any case. So the healing is starting on Monday already for 21 days. Every day, and that's really, I can perceive how incredibly supportive this is going to be. It's a very, very generous offering on top of everything else. The value of it is $275, so that's a big deal. And yes, again, this is available for you if you purchase either option of Unlock Your Cosmic Essence by Sunday, November 26th at midnight Pacific.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And it's going to lead into the workshop. So I thought it was just a beautiful thing to start doing right away, because I want to start working with people right away in their energy, and just so it's a nice sort of lead in, to the workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. What a weaving. It is such a perfection. Such a perfection. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's very graceful, very generous of you, Kari. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for your consideration. Now let's take a moment to breathe. To be present once again to the orb of grace, allowing it to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have received today, all the awareness we have received, all that we are not even yet aware we have received, allowing it to sink in, being held in the orb of grace for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by giving gratitude to each and every one of you in the audience. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace and to the calling of your authentic self to be liberated, embraced, and expressed freely and fully. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude, immense gratitude to you, wonderful Kari Kiazyk, for all the wisdom, the brilliance, and the offerings you have gifted us today, all the awareness, all that you have offered through all the graceful connections that have been woven with you and your masterful expertise of the path to liberation from illusion, along with the delightful Aurora Borealis, who brings her power of transmutation to facilitate, even catalyze this liberation. Thank you, Kari, for your generosity of heart and time and wisdom and all that you're offering to our audience. It's very precious and very appreciated. Thank you, Kari.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so excited about this package. I can't wait to get started and see what's going to come through to start really opening you up, to break free from these prisons, these illusions that are keeping you small and separate. So very, very excited about this.
Yes.
The possibilities that are going to unfold.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. So it starts on Monday for those who take action now by Sunday. Thank you, Kari. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, we give all our gratitude also to Christel Hughes and the Academy for the Soul for offering this platform in which graceful connections grow and expand, impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large. creating heaven on earth. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing a safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration. And gratitude for all the grace that we are blessed with at every moment. Whether we are aware of it or not, it's offering all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, the revelations, and the realizations that we open our hearts to receive. And gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Until we meet again, many graceful blessings to you all. Thank you. Thank you, Kari. Thank you, everyone. And bye for now.